So I take a call to the OEM in Germany and says, bullshit, I don't agree with your clearances. There is something wrong. Oh, naturally, he says, no, my manufacturing process is all quality controlled, internationally certified, it's perfect, and it can't go wrong. I said, I don't know about that. You better check on that. But as far as I am concerned, this rudder has some friction, and it's due to interference of your tolerances, and I'm going to dock the vessel, take the rudder off, take the rudder stock out, machine it, increase the tolerance, and clear the issue up. And I said, you want to be solving this problem, send your engineer and be a witness to what is going to happen. And again, we decided to postpone the delivering of the vessel at a colossal loss. Millions of rupees were lost as a result. Dock the vessel, remove the rudder, take it to the workshop, increase the tolerance, fit it back. Now the rudder and steering system operates below 110 bar pressure. Are we going to consistently produce engineers who only able to read and understand what is being given in the reports of manufacturers? Or are you going to produce engineers who are able to make decisions at site, on issues that are coming today? For me, more than solving a technical problem, I think they have prevented a major maritime disaster. Had this vessel left increasing the pressure and set into operation, had the rudder failed, as you all know, the rudder is the one which turns the ship, and if there is no spare steering system, you have spare pumps, or rather redundant pumps in the steering system, but if the hydraulic operating pressure is increased, most likely the pumps will fail, and as a result, the ship will be rudderless, which is a total loss. I can go on and on. There are many examples. I think it is something that we almost hear everywhere, in every institution. Thus, these situations point out to some salient gaps in our engineering education. I don't know. Professor Javasan is here. So are many others. My personal belief, perhaps not. But the gap is in the extent of knowledge, not in the extent of knowledge, but its practical usage and application. Engineering, in my humble opinion, is not a pure science. It is an application science. There are two salient aspects one has to acquire. Theoretical knowledge, perhaps reasonably deep theoretical knowledge, and simultaneously a lot of application knowledge. I believe one of the critical issues is the absence of or inadequacy of this tacit applied knowledge amongst many of our engineering graduates. Irrespective of what exposure is available, there is not enough effort is made to acquire this tacit knowledge that one has to acquire through experience. Let us compare with some other professions. Can a surgeon become an expert surgeon without practice? Just completed and handed over a study lab for the Department of Surgery of the University of Colombo with a cost of about 1.5 million rupees as one of our continuous CSR projects. That is where the budding surgeons who would operate abdomens of thousands of Sri Lankans, or rather who train to operate thousands of Sri Lankans, who train themselves on laparoscopic surgery. Imagine that one of them would operate on any one of us without such hands-on training. Will be allowed? I doubt very much. Even the batch-top who has the best knowledge, I still doubt very much that we will allow them to operate on us without a hands-on training. How about lawyers? Why are some of them so expensive? Is it because they follow different laws in the statutes, or they know better than others, or better laws? Again, it points out to practice. In an extremely simple case, who is the best cook that you have met? Obviously your mother. Did she merely follow the cookery book and the receipt? Was there a QC inspector to certify the amount of punapaha that she added to the curry? So a possible root cause, I believe, is the absence of enough exposure and learning through application of the acquired theoretical knowledge. I note that today's engineers are so overconfident when they come out with their degrees. Take the case of Professor Paul. No offense, of course, meant to the learned colleagues in the universities. He apprenticed 2 years before started to teach. I also see that the values of our graduates are seriously deteriorating. Today we all are joining a rat race to make money and come to a position without being ready to hold the weight and the burdens of that position. We must not forget that ours is a noble profession and not a money-making business. Yes, money is essential, and we all need to have a good life living, but certainly not at the cost of our values and ethics. And I can also point my fingers towards all of us. In Sinhala it is said that when you point one finger at others, 3 fingers are pointed towards you. Are the seniors doing enough to coach and guide the young engineers or young generations of engineers? I personally see that not enough is done. The coaching that we had in Dockyard in early 80s is no more there today. Sad, but that's the reality. Engineers have to be good analysts, and we do train them to be good analysts. And we are good analysts, and there is no doubt about it. But we shouldn't stop there. We need to make decisions based on such analysis. The example I quoted in the rudder is something like that. We need to make choices from many solutions that we have. One solution may be increase the hydraulic pressure. But we need to go into the real problem and try to find out what exactly is wrong. Evaluate the risks. And then take a decision, should we or should we not take this risk. To do so, we need to develop confidence in ourselves. Regrettably, I don't see such confidence in young engineers today, which is yet another problem. So summarizing my thoughts, I would like to leave following with you. Perhaps with my tight schedule and the limitations in time, I have not dealt with the topic deep enough. I have only thrown a stone at Faunus nest. let all ideas and thoughts emerge out of the hundreds and thousands of engineers in this country, and we engage in a practical and open debate in the state as well as the fate of our profession. I wish and hope that IESL will create a platform to enable such an open dialogue. Then we will know the issue in depth as well as in sufficient breadth so that we can take appropriate corrective measures. The engineers of yesterday, those of the caliber of late Professor Paul, has done remarkably well in establishing the institutions and fundamentals for many Sri Lankans to acquire knowledge, obtain degrees, and engage in practicing a very noble but much more important profession, engineering. Our role is to not mere learning for the sake of learning and getting degrees, but giving something back to the society. All the developments in the society, may it be science, may it be in the fields of medicine, and even culture, don't be surprised. Guverneur Mahasaya is not only a cultural monument, but a unique engineering field. It is all to do with engineering. We should ask ourselves whether we are realizing that role that the society is expecting us to play. If not, it's time that we go deeper and find out what is wrong with us and take appropriate corrective action. We must be the catalyst to transform society from one stage to the other. In Japan, they did it. In South Korea, they did it. In China, they did it. Don't wait till the political leaders or others in the society create this change. Be a leader in changing the society. That's our duty as an engineer. Develop and inculcate those values that our forefathers have left behind us. They have done so much to make our lives comfortable. It is for us to take the next step or few steps now. Give more than what you take. That's the only way for sustainability. Perhaps this is how we can truly remember the impeccable service and the relentless value that engineers of the caliber of late Professor Paul has done to our nation by devoting his entire professional life to this country. Lastly, I dedicate this speech not only to Professor Paul, but to all my teachers in schools in Muthethuwegama, Kandegedara, Nalanda, Astrakhan Technical University, University of Sridharathanpura, and last but not least, my fellow engineers, both past and present, at Colombo Dockyard, for giving me the knowledge, both in theory and practice, and the confidence they built in me with good values and right attitudes. I thank the organizing committee for giving me this opportunity and all of you for your presence.